Welcome! We are honored to have you join us tonight to celebrate the start of our 108th year of serving the Whittier area business community. Wow, what a year this has been. I am proud of our Whittier community and our chamber. We have all reacted quickly to address human, financial, and safety concerns, and we have adapted as best we could. It is so true that together we are Whittier strong. In our 107-year history, the chamber has had its challenges, first with the Whittier earthquake in 1987, and now with the global pandemic. But here we are, still standing and still working for and on behalf of our members and our community. COVID-19 has definitely forced us to adapt, adjust, and pivot overnight. We have been flexible in unknown territory, a territory with no playbook to follow, kind of like a blank canvas. However, we have seized the opportunity to create our own playbook. We colored outside the lines on our canvas, and we redefined our role during this past year. We didn't look the other way. We sprung into action and did great things for our community. The obstacles we faced as a chamber have been challenging. However, these obstacles became fuel for our board and our staff, the fuel to ignite and blaze opportunities for a brighter path toward positive change. At the end of the year, our canvas looked a little like this. But guess what? We have a fresh new year ahead of us and a clean canvas on which to paint out our plan for our members and our community. We plan to build on our in-the-weeds problem-solving strategy for our members and continue to advocate for economic recovery and resilience policies that ease regulations, allowing our members to survive and thrive. We will continue to be an indispensable and trusted resource of credible information and a leader of positivity in our community as we start our 2021-22 fiscal year right now. Tonight, we are honored to recognize the contributions of many individuals and businesses who, over the years, have helped to support the Chamber's vision of creating a prosperous community through business leadership. We are very excited to introduce Sandra Hahn as our new chair of the board, but tonight is also about celebrating our outgoing chair, Bryan Tabizon, thanking his board of directors, including some special directors who are terming off the board, and honoring some outstanding businesses and volunteers who make our chamber and our community special. We also have some catching up to do since our 2020 annual meeting, scheduled for just days after the first Safer at Home order was issued, had to be canceled. It's hard to believe it's been a whole year already. So tonight we are also going to recognize last year's chair of the board, Elizabeth Martinez, and our 2019-2020 awardees and retirees for their contributions to the chamber. Thank you to our generous sponsors who have made this event possible, including community partners, PIH Health, Rose Hills Memorial Park and Mortuary, Athens Services, Brookfield Residential, Southern California Edison, Suburban Water, Republic Services, and Acro Printing. We are also honored to have U.S. Bank as our presenting sponsor this year. Take a look at a message from them.
This is the gap that opened up when everything shut down. But entrepreneurs never stopped and found solutions that kept them going. At U.S. Bank, we can help you adapt and evolve your business, no matter what you're facing. Because when you close the gap, a world of possibility opens. U.S. Bank, we'll get there together.
We're going to kick off the program tonight by welcoming our outgoing chair of the board, Bryan Tabizon.
Thank you, Carol, and hello, everyone. And thank you for all joining us this evening. It has been an honor and a pleasure to serve the Whittier Area Chamber of Commerce and our members as chair of the board this past year. When I accepted this role over 2 years ago, who knew what a year it would be? Despite the challenges we faced as a nation, a state, and a community this past year, our chamber pressed on and never quit working for our members. Quickly, we had to educate ourselves so we could, in service to our membership, advocate on their behalf, provide credible information, and continue to be an invaluable business resource. As our business and our community began to close down, we were focused on safety and recovery for our local economy. Please take a look at our year in review.
Here is a recap of what your chamber has accomplished this past year. When mandated closures began, the Whittier Chamber of Commerce quickly gathered and interpreted information and kept the business community informed. The chamber actively shared members' news, highlighted essential businesses, including providing needed restaurant and grocery store information, and served as a COVID-19 resource to the entire community. While most businesses were forced to shut down, the Whittier Chamber stepped up with leadership and incredible information. As we moved into the recovery stage, chamber leaders continued to be the voice of our community and strongly advocated on behalf of our businesses with local, state, and county officials for a pathway to safely and successfully ease restrictions. During this time, the Chamber gathered key community partners and stakeholders to form the Business and Economic Recovery Task Force, with a goal to gather information to successfully prepare businesses for reopening. Since its creation, our BERT group has met weekly to identify and address changing business needs. Just recently, our dedicated task force team switched to bi-weekly meetings with the same goal. This group has been focusing on 3 areas: business recovery resources, workforce training, and community engagement. Some of the valuable resources the Chamber has provided this year are Recovery Readiness Toolkit, Whittier Back to Work Resource Center, PPP webinars, HR Forum, weekly newsletters and emails, and our Open for Business page. The Chamber also worked with community partners and the City of Whittier on the closure of Greenleaf Avenue between Wardman and Bailey to allow restaurants and retailers the opportunity to expand their footprint for maximum occupancy. It was branded the Greenleaf Promenade, and today it provides an opportunity for our uptown restaurants and retailers to recover and survive. We hope to see you in Uptown enjoying outdoor dining. In the area of workforce development, the Chamber was proud to partner with members and organizations such as the SBDC, SCORE, SBA, and America's Job Source Center, SASFA, to offer free webinars and programs on a variety of topics such as business bootcamp, social media tips, creating an online presence and selling online, mental health, diversity, equity, and inclusion, women in business, on-the-job training, sexual harassment training. In addition, we are most proud to partner with our city to offer and manage the Whittier Small Business COVID Compliant Grant, Whittier Relief Fund. These 2 grants put a combined total of nearly $600,000 into the hands of small business owners who were suffering because of the shutdowns. To some, this was the lifeline they needed to continue paying their employees and keeping their doors open. Thank you to our mayor and city council for being proactive and for allocating needed funds for our business community. In addition, the Chamber continued to help offset costs businesses had to pay due to COVID restrictions by providing free PPE to local businesses. Community engagement is the final component to the task force's recovery efforts. Our small businesses are the backbone of our economy, and the Chamber encouraged residents to support them and keep their community thriving. Members are the heartbeat of our Chamber, and despite the challenging year, we were happy to welcome 42 new members into our organization. We continue to be grateful for our Chairman's Circle members who help shape our community vision and support our ability to strengthen the regional economy. We know you have really missed our in-person events and gatherings. We have too. But the Chamber has been creative and inventive this year, providing online opportunities that allow you to stay connected, share ideas with like-minded professionals, build business relationships, and promote your business. We also stayed connected to our community and served as a conduit of information. And finally, we partnered with 14 local chambers and business organizations in the Gateway Chambers Alliance to research and discuss legislation that impacted our business community. The Chamber continues to communicate to our members and the community and share your stories. All of these are examples of how the Whittier Chamber is leading the way to educate, advocate, and connect our members and the community. At the end of our challenging fiscal year, the Whittier Chamber is here, and we couldn't have gotten through without you, our members. This year has certainly demonstrated that the true benefit of belonging to the Chamber lies in the fact that 100% of our membership receives value without ever having to be involved. On behalf of the board and our staff, thank you for continuing to be part of a chamber that believes in its city, its community, and its businesses.
During my term, I have been honored to work alongside a full board of many great men and women. I was and will continue to be truly blessed to have served with members of the board of directors who care so much for the Whittier community. In addition to the leadership demands and challenges they face with their respective businesses during this pandemic, they gave an amazing amount of time, talent, and treasure to the Whittier Area Chamber of Commerce. Thank you to all the 2020-2021 board members. I would also like to extend a special thank you to our 3 retiring board members. Leighton Anderson, attorney for Bewley, Lasleben, and Miller. Deborah Ligon, vice president, marketing and consumer engagement from PIH Health. Elizabeth Martinez, director of government relations and business development for Murillo Enterprises. These dedicated individuals have spent many years as senior level professionals within their organizations and have continuously given back to our community through their time spent on our chamber board and many other volunteer efforts. We are grateful for their contributions, and I am thankful for their mentorship. I would also like to take a moment to thank our chamber staff. Carol Crosby, President and CEO. Selena Zambrano, Director of Public Relations. Christina Alvarez, Bookkeeper. Christina, thank you for finding a balance while working from home between supporting your children with their homeschooling and your responsibilities for the chamber. We appreciate all your efforts and flexibility and your dedication to the chamber. Selena, thank you for leading our public relations activities and for keeping an upbeat and positive tone to our online meetings. I admire your expertise with all things social media and your ability to think on your feet and adapt when technology didn't cooperate as planned. Carol, thank you and your team for your continuous support of our members and our local business community. During this pandemic, you became a source of information, wisdom, and comfort for many. You have done an outstanding job and worked tirelessly to reinvent and reimagine what a successful year during a pandemic would look like for our chamber. You hold a key seat as an influential voice on the large-scale issues facing our community, I thank you, our board thanks you, and our community thanks you. I would also like to take a moment to thank Rose Hills, specifically Pat Moreau, our president, and Jeff Northscal, our senior vice president of operations. Thank you both for your support of our community and for leading such a great organization that allows us to make a positive impact. Lastly, I would like to take a special moment to thank my wife, Elizabeth, and my family for all your love, support, and prayers. Once again, I thank all of you for your investment in the Chamber and our efforts to strengthen our community. Thank you again for entrusting me to be your representative this past term.
This year we had some individuals and businesses who have been exceptional in their service and dedication to our Chamber and our community these past few years. These individuals and businesses have definitely added beautiful colors to our canvas. Our first award is the Ambassador of the Year for 2020-2021.
The Ambassador of the Year is someone who goes above and beyond to make new members feel welcomed, helps to retain existing members through phone calls and visits, and helps out at Chamber programs and events.
Our ambassadors are such an important part of our organization. Thank you, John, for all that you've done this year, and congratulations for being an Ambassador of the Year.
Thank you.
Thank you, John.
Even though our ambassador team was not able to perform many of their normal duties this year, John was always supportive of our virtual connection events and went out of his way to reach out to our members during our Membership Appreciation Week. The Chair of the Year award goes to someone who has demonstrated extraordinary leadership and achieved positive outcomes within a committee or group. This person is someone who is organized, reliable, creative, respected, and hands-on.
Well, Cheryl, I am honored to award you Chair of the Year award on behalf of
oh my gosh,
board.
Are you kidding?
No, very serious.
Thank you so much. That's awesome.
There's a
Oh, a little
something
tab.
to pull.
Okay, let's see what we got here.
This year, Cheryl stepped up immediately and worked tirelessly to help create a new task force designed to help businesses and our economy recover. In partnership with our city and others, Cheryl was instrumental in organizing not one, but 2 grants, designed to get money into the hands of businesses who needed it most. She and members of her task force met weekly to review and approve applications and brainstorm ideas for our local economic recovery. The Volunteer of the Year is someone who gives 100% to any committee, program, or commitment made to the Chamber. This person is typically creative, reliable, generous with their time, talent, and treasure, and doesn't hesitate to do whatever is asked. Just like this past year that has been non-traditional, we are breaking tradition and presenting 2 Volunteer of the Year awards.
Nate, this is a gift for you. Please go ahead and open it up.
Wow.
Chair right here.
Okay. I'm nervous now. I don't even know what this is for. What? I can read it. What? Wow.
Hey, Nate.
Wow.
I'm honored to award this to you, Nate. For all of your efforts, you are being recognized as our Volunteer of the Year. And this is really for all your efforts on the BERT committee and then also your time spent on the grant review committee. So we really appreciate everything that you do and honored to award you Volunteer of the Year in the Chamber.
Wow, thank you. I know this is a big honor, and I know people that have gotten it, so.
And now you're one of them.
Wow, I appreciate it. I will hang this with pride, and thank you very much for choosing me.
What's
Surprise!
that? What's
Congratulations.
this?
Open the
these
box.
masks?
Open the box.
I hope these are masks. Whoa, 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 what's this? Oh my God! You guys!
Bryan has something to say to you.
Thank Thank you.
Jeff, well, thank you. Jeff,
you.
Congratulations, and thank you for your time and expertise on the Business and Economic Recovery Task Force, and for partnering with the Chamber to present several PPE webinars this year. Congratulations on being our Volunteer of the Year.
Well, thank you so much. We're very proud of everything the Chamber does and proud to be part of it. So thank you very much, and we'll just keep hustling.
Awesome. Thank you.
They say one of the greatest gifts you can give is your time, and both Jeff and Nate were definitely a gift to the Chamber this year. Every week they gave their time, sometimes even twice a week, to meet as member of our Business and Economic Recovery Task Force and brainstorm ways to help our community recover from this pandemic. In addition, both Jeff and Nate served on our Grant Review Committee, creating, overseeing, and approving applications for both the Whittier Small Business COVID Compliant Grant and the Whittier Relief Fund.
This year has been a year like we have not seen before, and the Chamber had numerous businesses that really went above and beyond to help our community through this pandemic. These businesses don't look for recognition for the work they do, but they deserve it. Tonight we want to recognize them with our Community Hero Award. These businesses and their employees spent hours caring for our friends, coworkers, loved ones, and members of our community and surrounding communities. Some worked for 30 days or more straight without a day off. Others worked through holidays like Thanksgiving and Christmas, separated from their own families to make sure everyone had the best possible care. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you to each of our community heroes for all that they've done this year and every year to keep our community safe and loved. Our community heroes are PIH Health, Whittier Hospital, Kaiser Permanente, Guerra Gutierrez Mortuary, Rose Hills Memorial Park and Mortuary, White Emerson Mortuary.
We have 2 awards to present from 2019-2020 when I was chair of the board. I'm sorry that we didn't get to recognize these 2 individuals in person last year, but we definitely want to highlight their amazing contributions to our chamber now.
The Ambassador of the Year is a peer-driven award that is voted on by members of the Ambassador team and is given to someone who goes above and beyond in the areas of member retention and attraction.
Congratulations, Tom. You are such an important part of our chamber. We want to thank you for going above and beyond to lead the team last year. Congratulations on being named the Ambassador of the Year in my year, 2019-2020. So congratulations.
Thank you.
During Elizabeth's term as chair of the board, Tom served as Ambassador Committee Chair and went above and beyond, leading that team in the areas of member retention and attraction. Tom was always the check-in greeter at Wake Up Whittier and provided a warm welcome to both new and longtime members. The Volunteer of the Year for 2019 is given to someone who has been a dedicated Chamber Committee member and has gone above and beyond to serve the Chamber.
We have a little surprise for you, John. There you go. Thank you. John, you were an amazing volunteer during my term as chair of the Whittier board. You did a tremendous job and you were a great resource. And today we want to congratulate for being the 2019-2020 Volunteer of the Year.
Wow, thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Please.
During Elizabeth's term, the Chamber had numerous events and John was always the first one to arrive and the last to leave. John never hesitated to do whatever was asked, whether it was in his role as Ambassador team member, making a new member feel welcomed, or as a helper at a Chamber event. John literally rolled up his sleeves and helped out at the Business Expo, Hathaway Golf Classic, and other events. John is a wonderful representative of his business, Telework, and he is an excellent resource to our chamber. The Business of the Year is chosen based on the business's overall contributions, which lead to prosperity of the Whittier community.
This is for you on behalf of the Whittier Chamber of Commerce. Go ahead and open up the box.
Am I worthy of this? Oh, that's so cool. Awesome. Look at this. Close today, no staff here to share it with.
Are you kidding me? Oh, man. Bryan.
There were multiple business owners who acted quickly to adapt and pivot to changing times. But Orchards really stood out this year. Not only did Troy and his team provide exceptional service, needed food, and supplies to our community, they also provided 100 meals a day for 30 days to frontline workers at our local hospitals, police and fire departments, grocery store workers, and senior care facilities. In addition, they worked with their food vendors to provide PPE and other supplies to fellow restaurants who were struggling this year. Troy and his wife Debbie are great examples of generosity in our community. Congratulations to Orchards Barbecue and Grill, our 2020-2021 Business of the Year.
Congratulations to all of our award winners tonight. Each of you has made an impact in our chamber and in our community during these past 2 years, and we are so grateful for your contributions. Bryan's final order of business tonight as your chair is to retire 3 outstanding business professionals and recognize them for their amazing contributions and dedicated service to our chamber. Our first retiree is Leighton Anderson. Leighton is a local attorney with Bewley, Laslaban and Miller and joined the board of directors for the second time in 2015. He had previously served as a director from 2006 to 2012. Leighton provided valuable legal insight on business matters and was a strong voice for the education community.
Leighton, thank you for your time and dedication to our board. You were instrumental in revising the Chamber's bylaws throughout the years and ensuring that the Chamber remains a solid organization. You were always an engaged participant at our monthly board meetings, and I will miss your sense of humor and your focus and attention to detail at the Chamber.
Next up is Deborah Legan. Deborah is the Vice President of Marketing and Community Engagement for PIH Health. She has spent the last 6 years serving on the Chamber Board and on the Executive Committee as the Vice Chair of Business Information and Resources and as the Vice Chair of Administration.
Deborah, thank you for your support and community partnership. You have been a hands-on leader on the board, and I have appreciated your input and guidance over the years. I will miss your warm smile, creative marketing ideas, and your corporate perspective on business matters.
Our last retiree this year is Elizabeth Martinez. Elizabeth has spent the last 7 years on the Chamber's Board of Directors, serving on the Executive Committee for the past 4 years in the roles of Vice Chair of Business Information and Resources and Vice Chair of Administration.
Elizabeth, thank you for your leadership and commitment to the Chamber. You had a great year as chair of the board last year and set the Chamber up for success. I appreciate your leadership and the opportunity to learn from you, and I will miss your enthusiasm on the board and your passion for the Chamber.
Thank you once again to our retiring board members, Leighton Anderson, Deborah Legan, and Elizabeth Martinez. I'd also like to acknowledge last year's retirees, including Gary Lee Martinez from the Traveling Traveler, who served as our chair of the board in 2018-2019, and immediate past president in 2019-2020. Lori Perschbacher from MAP Property Management, who served as chair of the board in 2017-2018. Greg Nicodemus from the Credit Union of Southern California, who served as our vice chair of finance. And Luis Gomez from FF Gomez, who served on our board from 2018 to 2020. Each of these amazing individuals was dedicated to the success of our organization, and we appreciate their many contributions. We have one final thing to do to recognize Bryan and Elizabeth before we switch gears in the program. Please welcome past president Gary Lee Martinez.
Thank you, Carol. Let's start with Elizabeth. Elizabeth, because we had to cancel our annual meeting last year, at the last minute, we never got a chance to thank you for your leadership as the chair of the board in 2019-2020. So I want to congratulate you on a successful year leading the Chamber and officially welcome you to the Past Presidents Club. We know how much family means to you, so we'd like to present this gift certificate to a professional family photo taken. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Gary.
Bryan, I'm sure you never envisioned that your year as chair of the board will look anything quite like this. But despite the fact that we were not able to have in-person events, you did not have the face-to-face ribbon cuttings and Wake Up Whittiers and Tasty Tuesdays as most chairs of the board get to enjoy. You were busy out of the spotlight, leading the board and doing great things behind the scenes. Congratulations for surviving a tough and challenging year for the Chamber and our community. Your level head, diplomacy, and kind heart led the way for the Chamber to do amazing things for our business community this year. I want to welcome you as the newest member of the Past President's Club. Congratulations.
Congratulations to Elizabeth and to Bryan once again. It has been an honor to work with you both. Bryan, before you go, it's time to officially pass the gavel to our new chair of the board, Sandra Hahn.
Sandra, I am so honored to pass the gavel off to you as you assume chair of the board.
Thank you, Bryan. It's so heavy. Thank you.
You have created a local favorite with Crepes and Grapes, and I know you will use the same passion for your restaurant to successfully lead our business community out of this pandemic and make Whittier a favorite destination for dining, shopping, and entertainment. You are surrounded by many great minds and hearts towards service for our community. I wish you the very best in this role, and I pledge my commitment to support your efforts.
First off, I want to thank Bryan for his leadership and mentorship this year. It has been a pleasure watching you and learning from you. It is a great honor to serve as the 108th chair of the board of the Whittier Chamber of Commerce. I am excited to collaborate with my fellow board members, and I look forward to getting to know more of our local businesses and community partners in this coming year. Although the new chamber year officially started today, I'm happy to report that the chamber board has been hard at work for months, developing a plan for the year. Our board is made of a group of very dedicated individuals who bring diverse talent and experience to the organization. Together with staff, we are committed to building a prosperous community through our business leadership. The Chamber is an advocacy-based organization, and our volunteer leaders and staff spend countless hours each year exclusively representing the needs of businesses within our community.
Thank you to all our members for investing not only in your personal businesses, but the vitality of your community as well. You are a key investor, and we appreciate the important role you play in our organization. I'm truly looking forward to a successful year as we re-engage, rebuild, and reinvent our business community. I wish to pay a special thank you and express my sincere gratitude to my family, starting with my husband, Frankie, honey, whom I've been married to for 37 years. He has given me unconditional support in pursuing my dreams and is my partner in this adventure of life. Next, my wonderful and beautiful daughters, Rachel and Karina, who also have experienced the birth of our family business, Crepes and Grapes Cafe. And we have both developed strong working ethics from undertaking demanding multitasking efforts, and they know this because they started off washing dishes, and they're the best dishwashers you'll ever find. Thank you, Greg Neal, whom I hired while he was still attending Cal High culinary program. Then later we promoted him as my son-in-law, so connect the dots. This entrepreneurial journey has graced me with amazing and beloved lifelong friends. Being elected by your peers from the Whittier Chamber of Commerce is such an honor. This is a revered position to be bestowed with such great responsibilities to our business and community leaders in our city. I see such great opportunity to be able to work alongside everyone to help bring a brighter economic recovery to those who have suffered during this still happening COVID-19 pandemic.
but together we make a difference.
We're going to transition into introducing the people who are going to support Sandra and our board of directors this year. I'd like to welcome up our Vice Chair of Membership, Cheryl Estep.
Our ambassadors are a team of enthusiastic members who generously give their time to act as a greening arm of the Chamber. Ambassadors are highly visible, prestigious volunteers who serve as the Whittier Chamber's primary liaison to new members. The ambassador team plays an essential role in membership recruitment, communication, and retention. Ambassadors actively promote membership in the Chamber, facilitate networking among members, and encourage meaningful participation involvement in the Chamber programs in order to enhance the membership benefits received by all Chamber members. To help introduce our ambassador team for 2021-2022, I'd like to introduce our ambassador chair, Lori Perschbacher.
Thank you, Cheryl. This past year was much different for our ambassador team. We really missed our events and the opportunity to meet and greet our members face to face. A huge thank you to all of our ambassadors who stuck with us this past year and made the commitment to the Chamber. Paul Hernandez with State Farm Insurance. Rob Marin with Rob Marin Realty. Christy Wyant from Mart Plan Insurance. John Bogdanov with Telworks. Mary Garcia with Helpline Youth Counseling. Judy Brott with A Special Event. Steve Burns with Stephen Burns Photography. Tom Guerrero with Say Cheese Photography. Courtney French with the Credit Union of Southern California. Pete Rodriguez with Valley View Home Loans. And our newest ambassadors, Alyssa Barrios with Mary Kay and Lauren Sweeney with Rise Up For You.
Ambassadors, you are our eyes and ears with our membership. I look forward toward your input as we work together to strengthen the Chamber's impact in the community. You know, I was an ambassador when I first joined the Chamber, and I got to tell you, it is a big job, and without you, we couldn't do what we do. So thank you for being the movers and shakers at the Chamber and a big part of my team this year.
Now it's time to introduce Sandra's Chamber family, beginning with her executive committee. These are the people Sandra will rely on for leadership, guidance, and support during her term. And let me tell you, this group has plans to really add color to the canvas at the Chamber this year. Chair-elect Quan Lee, Mart Plan Insurance. Vice Chair of Administration Greg Durkee from Kaiser Permanente. Vice Chair of Business Information, R.D. McDonald, McDonald Group. Vice Chair of Community Affairs, Susan Ayala from Athens Services. Vice Chair of Finance, Nate Plug from DialMed Home Care. Vice Chair of Networking and Marketing, Judy Brott from A Special Event. Vice Chair of Membership, Cheryl Estep from State Farm Insurance. Vice Chair of Special Events, Shannon Gimbel Hammer with Shannon G's Flowers and Clothing Boutique. And finally, now officially serving as our immediate past president, Bryan Tabizon, Rose Hills Memorial Park and Mortuary.
And now, I'd like to introduce our 2021 and 2022 Board of Directors. Celia Alvarez, U.S. Bank. Tanya Castañeda, Republic Services. Carla Chan, Credit Union of Southern California. Therese Childs, Civic Member. Julia Emerson, Southern California Gas Company. Oscar Hernandez, Boys and Girls Club of Whittier. Monica Peters, A-Bear Design Works. Lori Perschbacher, MAP Property Management Ambassador Chair.
Lastly, I would like to present the slate of new board members for the fiscal year 2021-2022. Linda Garrido, Kobe Madison Jewelers. Kevin Koga, PIH Health. Gina Lopez, Whittier College.
Members of the Chamber, since this is our annual meeting and our board members are elected by the membership, can I get a motion in the chat to accept the slate of a board of candidates? Do I hear a second? All in favor? New board members, congratulations. We are looking forward to welcoming you into the Chamber family.
Sandra, you've already started your year as chair of the board with a great strategic thinking planning conference and some solid goals for the year that will help increase the Chamber's advocacy, our role in economic and business development, and our networking and marketing programs. All of these are designed to help our businesses thrive. You've assembled an amazing group of professionals who will help you lead the Chamber this year. Every member of your board has gathered here tonight virtually to kick off the Chamber's 108th year of serving the Whittier area business community. They are excited to fulfill the board's vision for the year under your leadership, and your executive board has a few words for you.
Sandra, we are excited to fulfill the board's vision for the year under your leadership.
We are here today to affirm our commitment to you and our members.
We pledge to uphold the bylaws of the Whittier Area Chamber of Commerce.
We pledge to work cohesively to further the objectives set forth in our mission and vision statements.
We pledge to share our knowledge and expertise as business leaders.
We pledge to protect the Chamber and always represent the organization in a positive manner at all times, in all places.
We pledge to be strategic with our time and resources and dedicate the time necessary to serve on the Chamber Board of Directors on behalf of all of our members.
We will represent and serve our members professionally, thoughtfully, and to the best of our abilities.
We pledge to provide you with guidance and direction and support you as the Chair of the Board of the Whittier Area Chamber of Commerce.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's official, and I'd like to present to you our 2021-22 Whittier Chamber Board of Directors. Thank you once again for joining us tonight. We look forward to working with each of you this year to create a thriving and prosperous community. Good night.